Alright, so what's up guys? So we are out here on another run. Out here, running for y'all, right? Doing this crazy little thing we call running and juggling. And we just set our stopwatch for all of y'all. Alright, because that's what we're doing. So, without further ado, we will go into today's topic. And that is money. Hey, money, money, money. Yeah, because I know that you want plenty of that, right? Because I do, and I know that you do as well. And for that, why not try to learn some things about it, try to get to know it a little bit better, right? And find new ways of attaining it. And don't you worry, right? Because we got 4 basic money skills that you need to know. Oh no, now we just lost the light. Oh, we gotta wait. Let's see. So without further ado, we will go into the first one, which is to simply invest your money, because that's what you want to do. Honestly, how else are you gonna be able to grow your money and essentially put your money to work and have it work for you without you actually investing? Because when you go into the idea of investing, right, putting in your dollars and letting it sit and watching it grow, you get into, or you tap into, these cool, beautiful concepts. And one of them is namely compound interest, right? Oh my god, is that thing amazing? Because from that, what you'll learn is that when you're able to get return on top of return on top of return, right? It could be the smallest, littlest 1% return, but what you realize is that if you do it enough times and keep reinvesting your money, right, putting it back in to make more and more and more, it's gonna turn into a big sum, right? And that's the glory. All right, thank you. And that's the glory of compound interest, right? You could take standard 7 to 12% rates, right, year over year. That's what you would expect, over the term of your hello. Oh! And from that, and we got a little bit of credibility, right? So from that, you can pretty much turn a small little fund, right, that you have into a very large chunk of cash, chunk of money for you to spend on whatever you want, right? To pay off your college, right? To go on an extra vacation, right? Or just simply save for a rainy day. And who's to blame you, right? Why would you want to be so patient when it comes to money? Why would you want to simply have it and spend money on it right now? Because essentially, why would you want to spend it all? One day you're gonna have some money left over, and from that leftover balance day to day, you can arguably use that, right, to invest, right? You have power in that money, right? As little as it may be or seem to be, there's still stuff you can do with it, right? And whatever amount it is, just the fact that it's money, it's investable, right? It's currency, it's worth something, it has value, and from that value you can invest, right? You can gain the power of that money and turn it into a large profit. So from that, we will also go into the other tip, right? Tip number 2, and that is, before you're even able to invest, save your money. Oh my god, right? Don't be working paycheck to paycheck, right? You probably have heard of that traditional, right, that the saying, right, almost haunts people, right? I know you don't want to be doing that, and neither do I. So, you know, for you, if you're making $40,000, $50,000 a year, which is no shame in that, right? I know a lot of people want to be making into the 6 figures, right? High 6-figure range. But, you know, for the majority of you, right, most people, you know, can't do that, right? They can't, you know, they're not able to do that, at least for now. So what they got to do is they got to learn how to manage their money, right? How to save it, right? Because, you know, if you're making $40,000, $50,000 a year and you're spending $40,000, $50,000 a year, that's a problem, right? And even if, you know, you are doing that same income, right? $40,000, $50,000 a year, and you are, God forbid, spending $100,000 a year, that's not good, right? You know, you're racking up a mountain of debt. And believe it or not, so many people are doing that, right? Through either credit card debt, car debt, house debt, all different types of debts, right? And what they're doing is the literal opposite of saving, right? They're just spending away, spending money that they essentially don't have, right? And they shouldn't be throwing around like that. So for you, right, you should be able, you know, to, you know, keep your money, right? Hold on to it. Make sure that you have a firm grip on it. And from that, you can, you know, have power within that money, but you gotta learn to save it first, right? Because I don't know about you, but when you get a brand new paycheck, oftentimes it can be very tempting, you know, to go to the store and spend that money. But, and she doesn't see us. You gotta look. You gotta look. Come on. There we go. So from that, take that into account, right? Look out for your money, right? Like that person didn't do, because they didn't look. But take that skill, right? And from that, you'll be able to do awesome things like invest and so forth. So, you know, from that, take that advice. And that leads us to number 3, and that is, you know, to build education, right? It goes, you know, beyond making, you know, going to college and getting a degree, right? And getting out with a master's, doctorate, or bachelor's, right? You have this nice fancy degree, but, you know, what you got to realize is that the education doesn't stop there, right? All those money skills that, you know, you might have picked up in college, right? Or that you might not have, right? You got to still keep educating yourself, right? You got to be wise about your money. You got to know what to do with it afterwards. You got to continue being a student of the game, because that's what this is. In the end, it's a money game, right? You got to learn how to play it, and you got to play to win. So for that, obviously, right, you have to understand what you're doing and, you know, have a base of knowledge built for you. So from that, you have to, you know, keep reading, right? And you know, taking classes, getting coaches, getting advice from people, because I don't know about you, but I don't know everything about money, right? I know people know things that I don't know, and I know some things that they don't know, but, you know, by you interacting with them, you're able to pick up their knowledge, right? And put it on yourself and make yourself wiser with money. You're better able to manage it and handle it. So within that, you have that money skill that you need, and that is to educate yourself, right? And from that, you know, we can go into something that is, in my opinion, far more valuable than the education itself, and that is the time aspect. And that's number 4, because from that, you got to realize that your time is limited, right? Your ability to deploy that cash and earn it is limited. So what you have to realize is that your time is your most precious asset. It's worth all the money in the world, in essence, because you're never gonna get it back, right? You can make your money back, but you can't make your time back. So from that, you gotta realize, you know, to take care of your time, right? You gotta always wear a watch, right? Have a calendar, have a schedule, and be aware of what you're doing throughout the day and not waste time. Because I don't know about you, but it's very easy to do that, right? Especially, right, your favorite TV show comes on, your favorite game is on, and what's up? It's very easy, you know, to get carried away and lost in that and throw away a good hour or so and, you know, essentially not do the things that you were supposed to do, and you wind up losing money because you essentially threw away your time. You forfeited it. Almost like, you know, a person forfeiting a game. You just gave it up away freely, right? How nice would that be? Right? You have the top two teams and the number one team just says, hey, we don't feel like playing tonight, we're not gonna play, we'll take the L. Right? You can't, because what's gonna happen is that time is gonna pass, right? And for each hour, you know, and minute and second that passes by, you know, it takes wins and losses, right? It doesn't matter, you know, if you ignore it and don't care about it, the time is still gonna pass, and you're gonna get a W or an L for that. And from that, realize the importance of time and its impact on your money. So from that, you know, I hope you enjoy these 4 tips and put them to work, put them to use, because for you, you gotta have, you know, those money skills in check. And from that, you know, we say thank you and look forward to seeing you again for the next video.